All right, this is the story of how I almost got in a fight over the weekend, but then I think I made the guy cry instead. So I was walking around downtown in the city where I live, pretty late over the weekend on Saturday. It was like I think 12 or 1 in the morning, something like that. And I'm going around and my friend is I've got a friend who's they were completely out of it, right? So they're sitting on this bench by the river, and I'm like basically like squatted on the ground next to them because they're laying across the entire bench, and I'm like, all right, you gotta go home. I'm telling them like you're out of it, like it's time to go, because I was assigned basically babysitting duties that day. So this dude on the sidewalk, random fella, right? Here's basically none of our actual conversation. Drunk out of his mind, right? Storms up to me. And he's like, you can't fucking talk like that. And he says to me, I'm gonna punch you in the fucking face. Yeah, I'm gonna knock your fucking teeth out. And I'm listening to this guy and I'm like, what did I do? But I'm like sitting there, I'm like squatted on the ground. This like well-built man is like looking at me just like, and he goes, I'm gonna punch you in the fucking face. I look at it and I'm like, I'm sorry, dude. And he's like, I don't know, he like gives me a weird look and just like marches away. And I'm like, okay, cool, that was interesting. So I'm talking to my friend again, like, hey, let's go home. And then this guy comes back. He marches back up to me. And like I'm still sitting here on the ground and he's like, what, you don't fucking believe me? You don't think I'm gonna fucking do it? I'm looking at this, I'm like, no, I believe you. Yeah, I believe you, dude. Yeah. And then he marches away again. And I'm just like responding with like the most sheer confusion, like, because I don't know what the fuck I did wrong. So then I'm still talking to my friend, and then this guy marches back to me, and this time, motherfucker's crying, right? He's sobbing. He's not feeling good, and he's like, bro, I thought you were someone else. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry about what I said. I'm really sorry. And he's got like genuine tears going on. He's like reaching out his hand to like give me a handshake as he's saying sorry. And I'm a little, I'm a very non-confrontational little dude. And I don't like, physical contact with strangers, especially strangers that have threatened to punch me in the face 13 seconds earlier. So instead of the whole handshake, I just offered a little fist bump. And then to get him to leave sooner, I just said, "Oh, you're all fine, dude. Yeah, have a good night. God bless you," or something like that. And I said that specifically hoping that there was some sort of like deep-rooted religious like shame or guilt that this person had, because he looked like he was in his 20s. And I think that worked because he cried harder and left. So I almost got into a fight. Whee!